Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Aboli, and for today I have curated a list of sunscreens that are waterproof, sweat proof and that do not leave a white cast. Now these are the best of 2020 and are suitable for all skin types. So stay till the end. If you are new here, please take a moment to subscribe, and to all the people who have already subscribed, thank you so much. Now let's quickly discuss about the basic principles that you'll need to see in a sunscreen for best protection against the sun. Now the first principle is sun protection factor, which is SPF. Now 30 to 50 SPF is considered adequate. However, I like my sunscreens to be SPF 50 or SPF 60, not more than that, because when you apply SPF 50, you are protected against 98% of the radiation, which would be good protection against sun's radiations. Now the second is PA rating. PA rating is to check the amount of UV protection that each sunscreen gives. Now the highest is PA 4 times plus, but commonly PA+++ is used in India at least, which gives a good amount of protection against UV rays. Now the third is broad spectrum protection, which means that you are protected against both UVA and UVB radiations. Now UVA causes premature wrinkles, it causes aging and some types of skin cancers, and UVB causes tanning, blistering, sunburns and major sun related skin cancers. So you need protection against both these radiations. And now let's start with my favorite sunscreen. It is the TRUDERMA sunscreen gel. Now this is a sunscreen which has SPF 50, it has PA+++ protection, it has broad spectrum protection, it does not leave a white cast, it is very lightweight, it is non-greasy, it does not peel, it does not flow with your sweat, it is quite sweat proof, and it works great as a primer if you want to apply makeup in the morning. Now it has fragrance in it, but it is not annoying, it just goes off after some time. Now let's see the texture of this. Now this has a lot of silicone, so it has the silky silicone texture. As you can see, it does not leave a white cast at all, spreads beautifully on your skin. It is silky and it is so lightweight. I mean, can you even see that there's something on my hand? It's like SPF 50. I mean, it's great. I absolutely love this. Now this sunscreen costs $8.99 for 50 grams. It is not a cheap product, but it absolutely delivers on all our requirements. Now this sunscreen can be used by oily skin, acne prone skin, combination skin type, but not dry skin, because as you can see, it is quite mattifying, and for dry skin it will be very dry. Now this sunscreen contains 4 UV filters, which means there are 4 ingredients which will protect you against sun's radiations, which is very good. But there is one ingredient which is the octyl methoxycinnamate, which is also called as octinoxate, is a bit problematic because in some studies that were done on animals, it was shown that this ingredient is an endocrine disruptor, which means that it can affect your thyroid and it can remain in your bloodstream. However, on humans, it is quite inconclusive if it actually is an endocrine disruptor or not. But let's be safe here, and people who already suffer from hormonal imbalances or thyroid related diseases, I would suggest stay away from it. Now, are there any problematic claims with this? And I would say there are, because they also claim that this sunscreen gives you skin brightening and anti-aging effects on your skin, which I think is quite gimmicky, because sunscreens are made in such a way that they are supposed to just sit on your the skin, and they're supposed to like make a nice sheet so that they can protect you from the sun. It is not supposed to get absorbed in your skin. So I mean, if a product is just sitting on your skin, you wouldn't expect it to give you any skin brightening or anti-aging properties because it is not getting absorbed in your skin. So I don't think that this gives you any skin brightening or anti-aging properties, but as a sunscreen, highly recommended. Now let's move on to my second favorite sunscreen which I'm currently using. It is the Dermacol's Ultra Matte Sunscreen Gel. Oh my god, such a nice sunscreen for oily, acne prone, combination sweaty skin. It costs $6.99 for 50 grams, which is cheaper than the TRUDERMA one, but it has SPF 60, it has PA+++, and it also gives you broad spectrum protection. Now let's start with the smell and texture. When I first applied the sunscreen, I was so confused because I kept smelling the product. It smells so familiar, but I just couldn't put my finger on it, like what does this smell like? And I know what it smells like. It smells like mogra flower mixed in some chemicals. It does, really. It does. Let's come to the texture. The texture is quite similar to the TRUDERMA one. As you can see, it is a bit thicker, but it is still quite lightweight. As you can see, instantly spreads out, does not leave a white cast, extremely mattifying, which is why I wouldn't suggest this for dry skin types. But just look at it. I mean, wouldn't you mind wearing like a lightweight sunscreen every day? Now the ingredients of the Dermaco one are quite similar to the TRUDERMA one, barring that this has 5 UV filters in it, so you get a little bit more protection than the TRUDERMA one. However, this also has octinoxate as one of its UV filters, so the same caution you should apply here. Apart from that, it is paraben free like the TRUDERMA one, but it also has fragrance. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, this is not the product for you. Now with this product, I wouldn't say I have any problematic claims, because whatever is claimed here, like it's ultra light, it's oil free, it's SPF 60, everything that is claimed is true. So I would say it does not have any problematic claims. Now the next sunscreen is a cult favorite. It is the Lotus UV Screen Matte Gel. People absolutely love this. It has SPF 50, PA+++, also gives broad spectrum protection, and it costs $3.50 for 50 grams. So affordable sunscreen. Great. Now this sunscreen comes in a white gel. It is very mattifying. It's a mattifying gel, like literally. So again, this can be used by oily, acne prone skin, but not fungal acne prone skin, because it has stearic acid and can be a huge trigger for fungal acne. It can be used by combination skin types, and it's great, except if you apply this under makeup, it can ball up. I mean, I'm not talking like a breezy makeup. I'm talking like makeup with foundation and concealer and baking and all the bajaz. It's not a great primer. But if you're using it just as sunscreen, like for a everyday use, it's great. However, this only has one UV filter against the other sunscreens which have 4 or 5 UV filters, which is understandable because it is a affordable product. But this has many problematic ingredients. One is the methyl thiazolinone. Now this is a known irritant to the skin. It is also sensitizing agent, which means that when it is put on your face, it literally pokes and triggers your immune system to fight against it. So your skin and immune system is so sensitized that even the things that don't irritate your skin will start irritating it. So this is quite a problematic ingredient. This also contains parabens, and it also has fragrance. Now let's move on to sunscreens which can be used by normal skin types, combination skin types, and even dry skin types. Now first of these is the Lush Shield FISICO matte gel. Now it is written matte sunscreen gel, however this is not matte at all. Now the good thing about this product is that it does not have any chemical filters. Now all the products that we have seen till now have chemical filters and they are chemical sunscreens. However, this product is a physical sunscreen. Now we have had the assumption that physical sunscreens always leave a white cast, like we have seen those cricketers. They use physical sunscreens as the zinc oxide, which causes the white color in the sunscreen, but this is made in a way that it has micronized zinc oxide, which reduces the white cast, which is great because, as I said before, that chemical sunscreens, especially UV filters like octinoxate, can be a bit problematic. So if we can shift to physical sunscreens which are lightweight and do not leave a white cast, that would be great. So if you have a normal skin, combination skin or dry skin, you can look into it. Also, Dermacol has a pure zinc sunscreen, which is great. Now these pure zinc sunscreens can also be used by sensitive skin types. So if you have sensitive skin and you're crying out for good sunscreens that would suit your skin, look into La Shield, the zinc oxide one, and the pure zinc sunscreen from Dermacol. Now this has SPF 50, PA+++ protection, broad spectrum protection, and it costs 600 rupees for 50 grams, around the same range as the other products except the Lotus one. Now let's come to the smell and texture. It doesn't have a very strong smell. It's good. As you can see, it's quite thick. It's a thick cream. As you can see, it's quite thick, so it's definitely not matte. Now initially you'll feel that this does leave a white cast. What is she talking about? But just blend it into your skin, give it 2-3 minutes to sit, and there you go. Look, no white cast. Now this is the only product out of the lot which has less than 10 ingredients. Now I consider that an achievement. Now the claims made by this product is that it's chemical filter free, which is true. It is water resistance up to 8 hours. Now that is something that is debatable because I wore this sunscreen and then I splashed water on it and the water did not remove the sunscreen. It definitely kind of repelled it. So it is water resistant, but it is not sweat proof. I mean, I still felt that my sweat and the sunscreen just mixed and flowed after like a few hours, especially in Bombay summer. So technically it is water resistant, but not so sure about if it's sweat proof. Now I'm going to talk about 2 sunscreens in this that can be used by dry skin types. One of them is the MAMAEARTH HYDRAGEL sunscreen. I've already spoken about this product in my MAMAEARTH products review. If you're interested, you can go and check that out. The second product again is a cult favorite. It is a NEUTROGENA Ultra Sheer Dry Touch sunscreen. Now this sunscreen cannot be used by oily skin. I know many people will debate this, but it is a greasy formula and it is not sweat proof. Like I have used this many times and it is definitely not sweat proof. So I would consider this sunscreen for normal or combination skin types and for dry skin types too. Now let's talk about the smell and texture. I think the smell is quite sunscreeny. If you have used sunscreens, this is what it would smell like. Don't worry, I washed my hand so we can get the best result. Now this is such a white looking product. First time I use it, I'm like, no way that this is not going to leave a white cast. But it does not leave a white cast. I think I've taken a lot. Yeah, I've squeezed so much sunscreen. It's going to... what have I done? As you can see, it's not matte. It does leave like a greasy film. If you're looking for like dewy makeup, go for this as a primer. Works great. You can see like there's like this greasy glow. Even on my hand you can see it's quite greasy. So the dry touch thing written on it, I don't get it. It's definitely not dry. It is oily or it is greasy. You can see the grease on my hands, right? Now this sunscreen has 5 UV filters, which is great. However, it has one problematic, very problematic UV filter in it, which is called as benzophenone. Now benzophenone is quite annoying because it does not stay on your skin. Instead, it enters your bloodstream, it stays in your bloodstream. It is actually detected in your urine only after 4 hours of use. So it can be very problematic because skincare ingredients are not supposed to enter your bloodstream. They're just supposed to stay in your upper layers of your skin. So it is quite problematic to see that this can actually enter your bloodstream and stay in your bloodstream. Now these were my top picks for sunscreens for 2020. If you think that any of these sunscreens would suit you and your skin, then the links will be in the description for your purchase. Also, if you like this video, then please click the like button